Hello everyone, I'm SoylentWill and welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress with DF Hack, and we are on the Siege update. And I think I'm gonna make some changes to this. We'll probably unpause this episode, probably. But I would like this actually, we'll open all that up, and let's just say I'm gonna make a blueprint. I'm gonna change this to a 3 wide. That way we can use this for our trade depot to start. We'll probably move that in lower to the fort once we get going lower here. Let's actually dig down a little bit too. So mining, and what is that? T is stairs? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just, no wait, not yet. I want an area, so maybe I'll just use the, you know what? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna mine. If I hit X, does that, yeah, it gets rid of plans? Is that correct? Is that what we're doing here? So if I were to, no, that's not right. Okay, so this, erase. It's been a while. It's been a while, and I'm so used to the older Dwarf Fortress controls. So now let's just go to, oops, mine, and I'm going to go for stairs, and we're going to go down, I think, 10 slots, 10 levels for right now. That is just marked as do not dig yet, but we'll also do that for right here too. Please. Oh, that's stairs. I'm on stairs. How dare I? Okay, so we'll leave that as is too, and then we'll dig this first. We also have told them to cut some trees down, I believe. Yes, we have some tree cutting going on. Where are we again? Up here. Well, let's hit F1. There we are, upstairs. Up on the top of this here hill, I guess. It's not, I mean, it could be a mountain. I mean, the very top, I guess, is up here. That's okay. We like trees. I might harvest some stuff too, just to get some guys doing some things. So we'll just harvest whatever we can from there. And I think that should be good. We'll be chopping this down. Let's just go ahead and unpause. We're definitely unpausing. I don't think I have any more plans to set up just yet, because I want to find out some more things about the map first, I guess. Okay, well, what are we doing here? We're unpaused. Are we all picking fruit? Okay, well, let's cancel a bunch of that then, because the fruit picking can be done later. I would like digging done. I can also do the mark that, okay, they're coming for it now. We should have 3 miners, yeah, and I see a couple trees being getting ready to be chopped. This is just like dirt or whatever, yeah, clay loam, so it should dig through it fairly quickly. We could also get some farms set up in this area. That's something to be said for that too. Maybe my first farm can be dug like over here. So let's say if we had a farm, we'll go, I think that should work. If we go that wide, and you know what, yeah, let's make sure that I can get this farm dug out, because I want to get them planting sooner than later. Oh, that's rock, isn't it? Yeah, well, most of this is going to be farm. That's okay. I think I'll just do 2 farms to start. So let's see, and again, that was build, workshop, oddly enough. Farming, farm plot. Okay, so let's make the first plot up here, I guess, to there. And then we'll make another one. Oh, wait, I have to select it again, I guess. Workshops, farming, farm plot. That's right. Keep building after placement. And then we'll place another one down there. And then once they get built, you know what? I can probably allow the mining elsewhere. Let's see. Change blueprints to standard. I think we can go ahead and dig that stuff. I won't dig the stairwells just yet. Okay, so this is ready. Let's just make this plump helmets every season. And I don't think there's an easy way to do that, like in the Shift-Enter in the older version. But those can just be plum helmets all year long. And this one can be, let's make it dimple cups in the spring, pigtails, cave wheat. You know what, dimple cups, do we have quarry bushes? Yeah, quarry bushes. Let's do that, actually. And they'll start getting some stuff planted in there. This is probably a good spot. I can make my first stockpile. So we're going to just make basically a mega stockpile here. That's just going to have basically everything in it. Let's go to custom and just hit all. And yeah, corpses, refuse, I don't want. I don't want any stone. I don't want any wood in here. Let's see, what else do I not want in here? Probably food, because I'll have separate food and drink, so none of those. Okay, so that can be our just generic stockpile for the time being. And then we'll have another stockpile right here. And this one will be for drink. So let's just go ahead and set it at, where is food right there? Go to custom. And then we'll turn off everything except for drink. All right. And then we'll just hit there. And we'll make one more for actual food, which will mark food. And then we'll just turn off the drink. And then we could probably turn off like some of this other stuff for right now. I don't know where I'll store it, but we won't have to worry about having it for a bit. So maybe some of that can just stay in here. Yeah, I guess this is all going to stay in here. That's fine. And yeah, right click works just like escape, which is good to know. And so in here, we're going to build our trade depot. It's only spring and they don't come until the fall, but we might as well build it, right? So we want, oops, that's the wrong thing. Build, and then it should just be right here, trade depot. And the trade depot can go right here. And you know what? We could just use, yeah, the saltpeter. That works for me. Okay. And then we'll start getting that built. Let's actually let the mining continue. So if I hit M, and then do I hit capital M to unmark? No. I hit K. And then we'll go down and just allow all of that. And hopefully we don't hit a cavern yet. I'm hoping we don't hit a cavern at least this early. Right click to get that going. We're getting our farming going, which I'm quite happy with. We're going to want to set up an area for workshops when we dig down there. Is that lignite? Yes, we have coal. I'm excited. Very excited. Coal is very good stuff. I mean, we do have trees, so we can make our own charcoal and everything. But it's nice to have your own source of coal, too, here. Some of these are going to stay walls for the time being. But I do have, I believe I can set up cages, restraints, a rope, and a chain. And I'll set them up, I believe, right here. And right here. And then I don't think anything will be able to get past those. Because we'll make, I think we'll have guard cats. We're going to make them guard cats, I think. Okay, that was, okay, well that was silly of me. I did not do stairs. How silly of me. Okay, well, we want stairs, so let's dig them down here. Yeah, now they can dig them. That's fine. Okay, so we have the lignite. I have it paused, but yeah, let's unpause so we can get these set up. Okay, and this one is going to have our stray cat, the female, and the other one is going to have our male stray cat. Done. And now we'll have little guard cats, so thieves and stuff can't get past this point of the fortress without being spotted. Usually when they're spotted, they just run and leave the map. So everything is glorious. How is this doing so far? Definitely into some areas I can start digging in, right? What was this? Jet. And then we've got some gems and malachite. That's copper, I believe. And limestone. I believe that's a flux. More lignite. We're going to want to dig out some there. What do we got here? This is limestone wall. Maybe we'll dig into the limestone here and start some workshops. Let's see. Okay, we haven't run into any issues yet, so let's leave that as is. Okay. Well, let's maybe plan something out here. So let's actually pause. And I'm going to mine. Let's see. Get here. And what if I were to start recording? Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, so I'll start recording here. I'll hit down there, and then I'll shift over once, I think. And then we'll go down here, hit enter, and shift down. And then we're going to hit over here, shift to the left, and then, oops. And then we should have a good thing there. And then we're going to go back to where we started. And then we're just going to go down a level. And then I'm going to stop recording. And I'm going to hit play. Beautiful. And we'll sort of start getting like a layout going on. And hopefully we don't run into any caverns too soon, right? Because within this we can put our workshops. We can put our bedrooms. We'll fit them in these little square things here. Okay, so this one, that's probably enough for right now. So let's go ahead and go to the top. Oops. Let's just go... I can use my scroll wheel. Okay, so this is the top. So let's go mine. And we want stairs, which was T, I believe. And yeah, this I'll just do without a hotkey or whatnot. Just go to here. And then, or without the macro, because I didn't save that macro. I could just save it and then do this, but you know, I don't feel like it, so I won't. Okay, I'll put that there. And then similarly with this one. And then we'll have a lot of mining to do. So we'll just hit enter, C a few times, and then dig that down. Now we can hit F2, and I'll hit spacebar to unpause. Oops, escape. F2. That's right. WASD moves around, not the arrow keys. Okay. And we're going to be digging all this stuff for a while, that's for sure. But this is going to be like the basic setup of our fort. So let's actually mine. Let's see. And again, what is the shift is so far now. Let's do, I think, workshops are impassable now, right? Either way, I think I'll make it 7. A room of 7? Well, let's see. What would fit in this perfectly? Something like that? But then I don't have room for... I think that would work well if I want to put in... You know what? Because one wide hallways are just not... You know what? This is going to work. This is what we're going to do for this first one. I believe. That was wrong, but we'll fix it. And then we go down here. I think that's right. Okay, I didn't hit enter the first time. That's fine. And this can be like a little starting workshop area, right? So let's say here to there. And these are going to be the hallways. Again, they've got a lot of digging to do. And I can go and change the priority of it since I set all this digging to 1. But for right now, we're going to just do... You know what? I want 2 doorways on each hallway. Why have wide hallways and then just 1 door to access? So now we'll do that. And what I would like is on the inside these to connect. So 1 there. Let's go there. Shift down to like there. And then all the way over to here. Oops, it doesn't really matter. We'll just go to there. That's fine. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 2. And I'm going to... Is it up 1 level than this? No. Okay, so here and now I'm going to go ahead and control play. So all these hallways can get changed to 2. And then the stairways can stay at a 1, in my opinion. But we'll dig out all the stuff that's more important first. And hopefully our stairways don't run into any caverns just yet, because that would kind of screw up my little planning here, right? All right, the best laid plans of mice and men and such and such. Okay, well, let's just scroll up here. We are unpaused, so they are doing the digging stuff. And then maybe what I want is to have like a little pad to this that's a 1. That way we can start digging at those. But they are going to dig the stairways too, because those are also at a 1. What do we have going on out here? Okay, well, maybe I should start with a couple of workshops. We'll just make some in here, right? So some basic ones, we'll just get a carpenter right there. Make them out of, you know what, saltpeter is fine. And then I also would like a mason. Where you at? The stone, is it just stone? Yeah, stone worker, because I guess the craftsman is... Yeah, crafts is right there. So let's get stone worker. And yeah, that's saltpeter. And workshop. I'm going to get the crafts up and running. And saltpeter, you know it. Okay. So far, so okay. You know what? We'll also build a mechanic just so I can get some mechanisms getting made first. So put that mechanic down here with our last piece of saltpeter. Let's see how the digging's going. All right, we are digging into this stuff, which is good. And then I'll probably do the same thing on this level. Maybe plot it out or whatnot. It was 7 by 7, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I had. And then we just build the hallways in the middle and we can dig it out. We can actually do, whatchamacallit, stairways up too, right? I think that sounds like a good idea. So why don't you go ahead and put a stairway right there. No. I'm sorry. Right here in the corners. I want them. And then we'll be able to access all of that stuff of the stockpiles below it. And then we still have enough space to put our workshops. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's say we get some work done. Okay, well actually, let's go to the nobles and we'll go take a look at something here. Well, I had one name requested. And don't show this again. And it was, I think we're going to make them a leader. So let's go here first. That's this one, the expedition leader. Let's go to them. And we'll give them a new name. Oops, not expedition. Expedition leader can be their name. Or their title or whatnot. Can I get it to stop? Yeah, just stay there. Okay. And it was... Oh my goodness. What was it? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if... I don't think I can put the special characters in. But it was Bjordal, Fordal... Hunter, Gunter, and they had like the little circles above the U's and X through the O, or the cross through the O, but I don't know how to do that, and copy paste didn't seem to want to work for me. So this will work though. Bjordal, Fordal, Hunter, Gunter is our leader. So let's go back to the nobles, and we need a manager, and that was going to be our expedition leader. Chief Medical Dwarf is right here, Olin, and our broker is this appraiser, and our bookkeeper is a woodcutter, but also our record keeper. Now this shows that they would like offices. Really? I didn't know that the expedition leader immediately required a study. Okay. Oh, that's because I made him the manager. That's why he needs it. I'm sorry. I'm a doofus. You know, I'm gonna put the counts down here so you can see at the top there where it says stock amount display. It just shows you how many significant digits you would have. So I think with our stocks, you know what? Yeah, I think that's fine. That's going to be plenty for us. 3 significant digits or whatnot. Okay, well that sets up all of our tasks there. So let's go to our labor, which should be right here. Please do not show this again. I need to add, there are no active work orders. I would like to add one. And let's just go ahead and make a rock door. Well, actually, I want to just go ahead and say rock door. And we'll grab that and just make, oops, sorry. You know, 4 to start, that's fine. We also would like, what do I need? Let's see, rock throne. And I need a rock table for the, what we're going to set for our offices we're going to set up. Let's again put those down. You know what? I just need 2 offices, so for right now you can just make 2 of those. And you know what? Let's go ahead and specify the type, right? Oh wait, no, that's back. That's wrong. Back. This is the type. Select the material. We have plenty of siltstone, so just make it out of siltstone for right now. And those will work. Okay, well we got those, so some workshop stuff is going to get started. And we'll go ahead and hit F2. I'm sorry, F2, not F1. And let's see what we're digging is doing. Okay, we're getting some stuff dug out. I like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to mine the... Let's see, M. Yeah, 1 is fine. Get these all dug. And then to there. And then we have little connections across each hallway, which I like. But everything needs to be accessed within these hallways, which is nice. Keep people clear of the doors and stuff. It's nice. This is a lot of digging to start with, I know. But it's okay. We'll get stuff done slowly but surely. Like how the tortoise beat the hare, right? That's the way I'm going to look at it. Okay, so workshops. Let's just say we want some stone over here. Okay, so stone worker, probably put 1 stone worker there. Make them out of silt stone. We will probably make the crafter in there too, because they use a lot of stone. And siltstone is fine. And then what else? Maybe the mechanic can actually go in there too, right? Because they'll be mostly using stone. Mechanic right there. And then I'll have a stone stockpile under them. That's right, siltstone, that's fine. So then this is going to be all stone stockpile. Like other stone, specifically. But we are getting stuff slowly dug. Let's go ahead and place... Have we gotten at any of those doors yet? Now, is this B? Yes, build is B. Furniture is F. And... Door. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not furniture. It's doors hatch. Give me a door and place it. I have 2 doors made. That's fine. 1 will do for right now. And now to be able to pass through here, again, I don't think thieves or skulkers or snatchers or whatever they are can get through here undetected. Which will protect our fort to some extent. And we've got some stuff digging. Okay, so I know this is probably going to be a wood stockpile because I'm going to start putting wooden workshops in the others. So what I'm going to do is just do that, and I want to leave the stair out of the stockpile. So we'll accept that, and that's just going to be wood. And I don't need to change anything else on that. That's fine. Maybe... I'll tell you what. Let's go up here. This is where we're at. I'm going to go to 3. And we're going to mine... Change all this stuff to 3, I think. So, bam. So it can come after some... Oh, we've got to early summer. That was a quick spring, ladies and gentlemen. A very quick spring. We'll let it save here. All right, and then I'm going to finish this up, I think. I said on 3. Is it not doing what I want? Mine at a 3. Okay, so WASD goes over like the shift before now. That's good to know. And I think the other one does double then, if I hold shift. Good to know, good to know. Okay, so what we're going to do now is hit play though. And now those did indeed change to 3s, which I would like. Because then I can use 2s for other things besides these hallways. Maybe even put the stairways at a 2. And then get those things that I want dug out faster at a 1. So let's head up here, right? Oops, wrong thing. Okay, so those are all 3s. I want 1 more floor down. Okay, so let's make these 2s. I'm just going to paint this. So all of this can be 2. Right? And then you can all be 2. Oops, I need to cancel that. So we go to the little eraser button and tell it, no, don't dig that. And now on pause. And now they should dig out my stone stockpile fairly shortly, hopefully. That or they're going to work on stairs. I don't know if they can get to any of the stairs just yet besides this initial one. So yeah, they'll work on that. Okay, so now we want a stockpile. And this one's going to be our stone stock. Excuse me. Okay, I am painting. And there. And we're going to accept. And I'm going to click stone. But we are going to go to custom. And I'm going to say no metal ores, no economic, and no clay. This is just for other stone for us to work with. Beautiful. And it should have a good amount. Yeah, just one wheelbarrow is probably fine for that space. And you designate wheelbarrows 2 stockpiles in this, so it's good to remember. Now, I probably will put doors on these, but I don't think I'll put doors on these. I think they'll just stay open. And that'll be fine. And let's build some of our wood stuff over here, wood workshops. So we'll get another carpenter going down here. Siltstone is fine. We would like... What other wood is there? There's the wood burner or whatever, right? The furnace. The wood furnace, that's it. We'll probably want one of these here. Siltstone is fine. Is there anything else specifically wood? I mean, I could put, like, obviously, we could make the bowyer, which would use wood. Jeweler, no, not so much. Siege stuff, we won't worry about that just yet. You know, I think we'll leave it as... I think I'll just put another carpenter down here. We're going to want the extra shops eventually. Workshops, at least. And then those are lovely, so that's all set up. We'll probably put some bedrooms on this level, so let's kind of plan that out before we end the episode. So if I were to make my standard 2x3s, how many could fit? You know what? That's wrong, so let's mine... If I were to do it that way, then we would have just one hallway here, and then this, and then these could be next to each other, and then one hallway here, and then that. So that would work perfectly. Okay, so let's actually do this. Let's hit Control S so I can save my last macro to hallways, I guess. Or just H, is that all I can type? Okay, H will work. And now we're going to start a new recording. So M, we're going to go... I guess I'll just start one up here because it's fine, right? We'll make it going down. How about that? That'll work for me. Okay, so now we're going to Control R. We are now recording, as you can see in the top left. So I'm going to move over 2, down 1, hit... Oops. We're recording, but that's fine. We can have mistakes in our recording. As a matter of fact, we can't. So let's stop the recording. And now M... Get back where we're supposed to be, and Control R, and I'm gonna hit Enter, Enter, and then we gotta go over to here, Enter, and then this one can be like that, and then we go all the way to this guy, to there, and then if I shift back, it works out all right. And now I'll Control R, and now I can hit Control P to play it, and hopefully this works out the other way too. It hopefully should. That they all fit in, you know what I mean? I didn't actually plan that out, and it's not going to. Darn it. Okay, so what we can do then is we can add a hallway. Let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to get rid of that, and we'll add another hallway crossing the way there. So if I had just like a 1 wide hallway here, right? Or maybe a 2 wide? No, 2 wide wouldn't work. It'd have to be 1 wide, and it'd be 1 up from there, right? So, what was the X? So just X when I'm not here. Okay. And now we'll hit mine and move my cursor over here. And now we should just hit that twice, and it should fill out lovely. And then we have the hallways. Regular mining would be like through here, right? And then each floor would have, well, what is that? 12, so 24 rooms on each floor? That would be pretty nice. I think I'd be fine with that. So if we were to do that, let's say... Let's mirror the rooms a little bit, so like do like this, I think. But then on this side, go this way. So the doors are closest to that inner hallway there. Right? I think that makes some sense, aesthetically. Functionally, I'm not certain. But we'll go ahead and put those... Those can be dug at it too. I'm fine with that, if you happen to get to them. After digging 3s. Let's see, yeah, so we've dug out all of that 2 stuff. Oh yeah, so now we've made it our way to some of the other stairwells. Which is good. We want that done eventually. So... Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, everyone, Take care.